Hello, good morning, everyone. Welcome. Um, I'm just going to go ahead and do this show now since I am up. Wow. Good morning, good morning, good morning, everyone. I am so, so sorry for that. Okay. So, first thing I want to talk about is the House Committee on the January the 6th insurrection on the White House Capitol, orchestrated by Donald Trump. Donald Trump the former president tried to pressure former Vice President Mike Pence to illegally overturn the election results. We showed that when the pressure failed and Mike Pence fulfilled his constitutional obligation, Donald Trump turned a violent mob loose on him. And I saw this on TV. And the vice president was not protected. And that's a shame. They came within 40 feet, the mob, that Donald Trump, all of these people that believed that the election had been fraud, and that Donald Trump really was the president. He attacked, no. Donald Trump had all of these people with mental illnesses, PTSD, and everybody that was supporting him in this crazy theory. So what he did, he wanted people to overturn the election, in fact, pressuring public service servants into betraying their oath was a fundamental part of the playbook, and a handful of elected officials in several key states stood between Donald Trump and the upending of American democracy. So Donald Trump wanted officials at the local and state level to say that the vote was tainted by widespread fraud and throw out the results. Even though last week they showed people, because this is the fourth hearing, that there wasn't any voter fraud that could have overturned the election results. And so, if people didn't embrace Donald Trump and this lie, then you know what consequences they face? People's livelihood was threatened, and lives, threats of violence. This was the consequences that people had to face if they didn't go along with Donald Trump trying to tell them Donald Trump wanted the people to say that there was voter fraud, and none of them would say it because it was not. And so, in other words, Donald Trump threatened people, officials, and everything. He messed up people's lives. And so, what caught my attention today was the fact that we had this black lady. Her name was Wandea Moss. She was a former Georgia election worker. Told the committee she faced repeated threats after Trump and his associates accused her of participating in a cover-up of the stolen election. She said a lot of threats. They were wishing death on this lady. They were telling them, I'll be in jail with my mother. Be glad it's 2020 and not 1920. She got a lot of racist threats too. And this what made me mad. I liked Donald Trump up until yesterday when I read what happened to this girl and her mother. And so it was just terrible. It was awful what these people did. If you didn't go along with their program, how they put pressure on you. You know, that's just awful. But that's what the mission was. It was to say the election was stolen. You had Trump and Giuliani, former mayor, or was he governor of New York? Oh, I don't remember. I had to look that up. So I'm not going to say which one he was. But Rudy Giuliani is Trump's lawyer, I believe. But he was calling people, telling them that they should give up. Aren't you tired yet? So he was trying to instigate the people that was testifying against Donald Trump. So I did not watch none of this until I saw Miss Moss and her mother, and they were African American, and they were picked on. She had been a hold on, sorry. She had been an election worker for over 10 years. So they went in and just did their part. So it's a lot. I just was reading a little bit more. I suggest that you go to Google. Let me see who's all in here. Hey, hey, Steve Gilmore. Hey, let me put the link on. Yeah, let me put the link. I didn't even know that you guys was in here. B Sparrow, I tried calling you yesterday. I need you to inbox me your address. That is the link if anybody wants to join. I didn't even know you guys were here. But yeah, I liked Trump up until yesterday when I saw Miss Moss and her family. Of course, they were African American. So I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I got to check out what this woman was saying. And so what they did is the people in Georgia, Trump wanted the people to say it was fraud and everything, and they wouldn't go along with it. So the people that didn't go along with it, woo, they received threats, death threats. People were riding by their house, standing in front of their house. I mean, Trump, I had a lot of respect for him up until yesterday, what he did to my peeps. They have been workers for over 10 years. It was something instilled in them by Miss Moss, by her grandmother, who told her how important it was to vote, what all Dr. Martin Luther King had went through for blacks to be able to vote. So it was embedded in her that you have to vote in this country. You have to vote. You have to vote. So for her, she's going to always vote because it was embedded in her. Her great grandmother, had told her wonderful stories. Well, they wouldn't be wonderful, but stories of how black people had come so far, like they thought back in the 70s. So, yeah. And what I need you guys to do on Friday, I need you guys to join me on B Sparrow Talk. And we're going to have some special guests. B, you got to call me. Girl, I was with my son from Saturday. And so I hadn't seen him in a while. And I had to give him my undivided attention as he deal with the crisis he's going through now. Like I said, I'm human. I got problems just like everybody else got problems. You know. But we're gonna have a special guest Friday. Yeah. Okay, that'll be fine. Actually, I went in Clubhouse last night thinking you would come in, but it's so weird. You go to bed early. Yes, B Sparrow Talk. Join us this Friday. And you know what I've got to do? I got to find that link because I have an assignment to do. I've got to put my shows in the entertainment news. So I really need you guys to support us Friday. B Sparrow daughter has been helping us. We're bringing you a great show, and it's just awesome. The direction that the show is going, we're going to be in the top 50 of all of the bloggers that's on YouTube. So we're going to move up really fast. Trust and believe. Yeah. Yeah. And so, you know, that insurrection that they did on the White House Capitol, when I sit back and think about looking at people scaling the walls, if that would have been some black people, we would have been shot down like dogs. Dogs. They would have shut us down like dogs. Dogs. So that's what I have a problem with. So I know they're not going to. They don't care. Don't black people. But anyway, yeah, Donald Trump wanted to become the president again. And so he waited right until he lost the election. Then he wants to claim voter fraud. Yeah, B, they climbed the steps. I mean, when they were showing it on the news, they were showing people scaling. And I'm thinking, are you serious? Because I'll be turning 60, and there's a whole lot of things I can't do when I was in my 20s. And so that's all I wanted to talk about that I can think of. And that's like Rudy John, Rudy Giuliano is the former vice president of the United States of Snakes America. And ooh, it's a lot. If you read the transcript, you can go to NPR. It is it's sad because he had this control over that many people. So that is sad. So, well, I'm going to end the show. I just wanted to advise everybody because, like I said, I have my TV on just for sound sometimes. And I just fell asleep during conversations. So I'm normal. But when the next election comes, oh boy, everybody, you have a great day. And whatever happens to Donald Trump, that'll be God's will. And then a week from today, R. Kelly will be going on trial for federal indictment charges. Everybody have a great day.